Hello there, my name is HOI4. Welcome back to Guangxi Clique in Hearts of Iron for Waking the Tiger. In between episodes, I have reorganised my army somewhat. The Green Army here has been split up, and many of its divisions are now doing port garrisons along the coast as part of our port garrison army. We have 4 divisions left from that army, which I am not entirely sure how they will fit in at the moment. We don't have space for them in any of the other armies. I could just delete them and have that equipment added on to our stockpiles. I mean, there's no particular value to them. The general can be reused and will be reused in a different army, but the divisions themselves, I don't need them. I'm not sure how many more infantry we're actually going to build, because we already have lots of full armies, and we already have, well, we're already more than doubling the number of troops we're going to have on our western front here. We are being pushed back slightly, but we've got 3 full armies just coming down to reinforce this, which will make our situation much better. There's an army here, which is about to become a spare once it completes this Japanese pocket, and we've got one army pushing down through India. I don't imagine, unless we push through majorly, we're going to want more than one army on this front. So I think with that in mind, we're going to double down on our drive towards building tanks, and of course building fighters. We need to get planes as soon as possible. That's the wrong button, because we need to take Japan, and taking Japan is going to require air superiority. We are never in a million years going to be able to match Japan's navy, so anything we do is going to be paratrooping across to Japan, capturing a port, and then just shipping our troops across and hoping that it all gets sunk. That's the only way we can do it. Of course, it's going to be difficult because we can only build a comparatively small number of paratroopers to do that with. I'm not going to... Got 19 days to the rubber processing is done. That research slot can then become fighters as soon as it's done. And we'll try and stem the Allied tide here and begin pushing them back. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we have lots of stuff going on. Yeah, air superiority is not in my favour. We are still going fascist. I think we're going to let this happen at this point. We accepted that last time, but that was an inevitable thing. But if we can do it without losing too much stability, then that would be good. Gain base stability minus 1%, change popularity non-aligned at minus 10%. Actually, that's pretty powerful. And considering once we flip to fascist, that will give us more stability back. So let's do that. Hold national referendum. Okay, I'm fascist now. And I have the same ruler? It's the same guy. He runs both. I didn't notice. These on ground is like in both parties. Okay, cool. Now we're the 3rd Guangxi Clique. Unless an event's going to happen that gets rid of him. I hope not. He's a pretty decent field marshal. He's being reassigned to there at the moment. Okay, so this is a dead army now. Let's disband them for now. We can always retrain. It doesn't take that long to retrain troops. But that'll be when we retrain an entire army of 24 divisions. Okay, so this army is going to come over into this army group. You need a field marshal. There you are. Okay. So it was all fine. We just need to wait for our divisions to get over here so they can form up behind and take over parts of the front line. One of the full battle lines has been overrun. Which is... which army? There was one here. Oh, well, that was the green one, wasn't it? It's fine. We got rid of the green army. It's alright. We're still doubling our troop count on this front. Considering the poor state of some of these troops, we should be able to make some progress. I hope. We are building a lot of tanks now. 21 out of 50 factories on tanks. Let's just do that. Tanks and motorized getting priority now. We have guns. We still have substantial gun production, but we have a surplus of quite a lot now, so there's no need to prioritize tanks. Should I go up to the next type of gun? I'm unsure about this. I mean, it is quite a lot better, but the hit you take to efficiency is so bad that I don't know if I'd rather just have the lower number of factories producing more to make sure I don't run out of guns. If I go to up to infantry equipment 3, we attack and then go into deficit, I'll have to up the factories on guns more than I would otherwise. So I think we'll leave it for now. I don't think it's entirely necessary to have better guns. Once we get these divisions over here, we can make some progress. I'm pretty hopeful. I should probably, though, design a new type of tank. We have loads of army experience. Let's up their armor. I mean, how far can we go? This upgrades everything. So there's no downside. Of course, it upgrades. Okay. That's good. Our planes are still just 2 close air support. We have 1,000 deficit of light tanks currently, which is 250 days. That will rapidly come down though as our efficiency gets up. The music's too loud. There we are. That's better. Where the hell are these troops? China is massive. You know, absolutely gigantic. Takes them forever to get over here. Meanwhile, what's going on? No. Whoa. What's going on up here? You should all be down here. I don't know why the front line's latched on up there. You need a nice offensive line down here in the south. I don't quite know what's happened up here with these front lines. Just deal with them. Right? You can help out just for a second, just to deal with that. This orange army, it could go onto this front. They are weak here, to be fair. We could push through, taking away a pincer. Might be a better idea, actually. We should, however, reassign our general. This guy is not very good. Make sure I've got all my best generals assigned. Yeah, these guys are not great. These two. It's now July 1944. Support equipment deficit is coming down pretty rapidly. How are things elsewhere? Well, there's not a lot happening. These guys are still at war, but only with me. Russia is on at war with Iraq, apparently. That's fun. I'm getting pushed again by the Allies. They're not making any progress, though. So, you know, just wasting their lives on me. It's fine. Okay, now once these guys get into position, is it the case that we can just go click? No, that just makes them go in the wrong army. Okay. Whoops. I know, can I click on the field marshal line? Maybe I just clicked in the wrong place. I think it's treated as the same thing. Okay, so I have to redraw the front line to get these divisions into it. I think. So this isn't a bit okay. So we'll just like pick a line here. Oh, that worked because they're in the same army group. It just drew it. Okay. Hopefully this goes fine and we don't lose any ground. They are already sort of in the area, so yeah. Okay, I think we're good. Soviet Union's attacked Iran now. Okay. And the same deal up here in the north. Why don't you take the southern flank? Like this. Okay, hopefully. Give it a little bit and they'll all merge into the line correctly. Still quite a few moving around. The dawn of the Iran Congress. Who is that then? Just Iraq and Iran. Okay. And Afghanistan as well, being attacked. Okay, this front line has now been ended. I think we are gonna have this army over here. Oh, there's only 2 provinces. Let's hope hang on supply. Yeah, supply is really bad. Alright, we can't do that then, really, can we? Not without... Well, we'd have to push with 1 army, not 2. Let's just have this guy sit back here for the time being. Right, research finished. Give me planes. Oh my god, we haven't even got interwar fighters. Jesus. Could I license from Germany? Yeah, we have a lot of fighter variants. Jesus. I guess it doesn't matter that much. I don't know why it's displaying it in this order. Why is D at the top, but J is further down? Which one's better? Well, the Fokker Wolves are better, aren't they? Alright, C. We'll go for the one the highest, and they will not accept. Okay, they will accept me getting this, though. Does that cut the time? And if I try and go back to it, I don't know. Alright, we'll just... Alright, whatever. We're repairing stuff, building military factories, that's all good. We are finally near... Why are you attacking? Whoa, 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 whoa. I've not ordered you to do that. Right, we can take this stat though. They've pushed in way too prematurely there. Yeah, get out of here. Push to the north of India. If we can distract them and pull some troops off, all the better. Are we nearly at strength here yet? We're still not very much stronger than them. Even with the extra troops, that's got poor organisation. Supply is bad. I can't build it here because of the I don't control the whole state. What joke? This northern bit's got terrible terrain. Alright, let's do what we can. We'll pin these armies here to try and get in behind. In that direction as well. And we can pin here. Let's give it a go. Okay, we're winning here, which I didn't expect. Everyone else is pinning as I would have liked. Still got a long time until my tanks are ready. Long time. Alright, he's for 3 in 1 province. Whoa, 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 is the province empty? When are you getting there? 4 days? Is that a joke? Every attack I do is quite costly, I think. It's a gaping hole in my front line for 4 days. I'm very lucky if they don't exploit it. We did make some progress up here. Well, a little bit of progress anyway. Might be our best bet. Once we can open up the supply there a bit, we'll bring in the second army in. In the south here, it's proving to be a real slog. Yeah, we've broken down again here. It's the line artillery that does it. I've kind of staked it all on building tanks. I did have a comment saying that we should not do light tanks and do medium tanks instead. And we are researching medium tanks. These divisions don't have anti-tank in them, though. Oh my god, they do some of them actually. The British divisions do, it seems. Do I still have any motorised divisions left? I do. I have one here. Is that the only one in my whole army? Yes. Yeah, well, he's definitely in the wrong army, isn't he? He should be in the islands in the south. This range much worse in the north. Right, you don't all need to go that way. And just one. Unless we can move south. Right, let's keep the attack up. Have supply now. Still not great. Apparently we're much stronger in this region now. I don't really see it. It's a river crossing against divisions that are equal in size, if not bigger. Let's wait. And then let's counterattack this province here. Leave one behind. Pin them. Pin them. Let's push across the river. That's not happening, is it? We got pushback from this province, annoyingly. Jungle here. It's probably the jungle is really a bitch to fight through. 70% attack. I think we double down in this southern attack still, and try and get through if we can. This attack's now run into terrible trouble. Yeah, we're losing. No, it's 11 divisions v2. We're just going to get pushed out here. Let's halt and let's bring some divisions south to reinforce. No, for the love of God. Come on. Break through, please. Hurry up. Getting bloody encircled. These things we break through, but then like we're so depleted organisation-wise, we can't move forwards. I've got a deficit of guns now. I've come off guns way too much, haven't I? And we're putting way too much support equipment. Yeah, we're putting ludicrous amounts of it. I mean, not much motorised. Right, well, let's just do what we can. I think I have to be much more careful about putting factories off, don't I? Went way too far the other way there. Go on, cut them off. We'll just do a little smaller pinning attack. Move guys forwards. Try and close this pocket. If we can destroy divisions, that's way better. Oh, what is this? I do one attack and you can't deal with it. Now get down here. We're gonna get cut off again. Yeah, we've got 2 empty provinces here. Retreat. We need to fall back. We're going to get cut off otherwise. That's failed. We're going to fail here, aren't we, as well? Go on, push it, push in. I think it's going to be too late. They're managing to retreat across. Hey, you got a little bit of overrun. With something at least. Hold one back to make sure the province gets held still. Push in there. We did manage to save ourselves up here in the north, which is quite good. Maybe we should do the auto attack. No, we're still pretty evenly matched. Where can we push? I think these 5 can attack that way, except for 1, which needs to stay and hold the province. You guys need to come down here. We'll split you in half. You guys can press in there, I think. Make sure 1 set is staying behind to hold the province. And we've got research slots free. We need to increase our special forces standard. Yep, it seems like a good idea. Paratroopers and any industry to be done. Excavation still. We are alright for steel now. Got 11 surplus of steel. That's with an import from Russia. Right, meanwhile in the south, being pressed all the time by the Allies. Tanks are still some months away. The tanks are not even that good. 190 soft attack. They're going to be useful, but they're not going to be a big game changer. I don't think. We're still a long way away. Well, we're 37 days away from... No, 65 days from medium tank. That's the light tank 3 being researched there. They got too many divisions. Reinforce, please. I don't know where you're going to, but you should be going to reinforce. Got very low organisation troops here, the Americans. And extremely low there as well. 1 stays behind, 5 go on the attack. Same here. Go. They've burnt themselves out attacking me. How are we failing this? Jesus. The state of their organisation. And we're losing. Because of the river crossing. And the same deal here. Are we going to get through in the south? I think we're through in the south. Just about. Just left the province empty again. Well, eventually we're going to get more supply on this front. We can double our troops on that side and we'll get a much greater advantage. Then we might start motoring. Doesn't seem to make much difference that they have low organisation. They still chew my guys up. Alright, let's stop this attack here. I've got a general wounded, that's annoying. Doesn't display it here. It'd be quite good if it had a little, injured icon or something on the portraits, so you could see very quickly who'd been injured. I think we should lengthen this line here. And shorten the pink line to concentrate better against them. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's created a whole new front line. That's not what I wanted at all. I don't know why it's done that. Well, I want to make a longer front line. There we are. Got lost divisions on a very small front line. It doesn't seem to make much difference. Come on. Must be able to make some kind of progress. We've broken through there already. Whoops. Come on. Fail your attack. There we are. We're lucky we can get across here and maybe cut them off. If we're lucky, that is. Meanwhile, you need to take that province there. Okay, they are putting up more divisions against me now. Supply is no better, so I have no hope of deploying more troops. But they're pulling back. Why is this going to Xinjiang exactly? Why on earth is it going to Xinjiang? You're a puppet of me. Why have I got to ask? I should be able to just demand it. That's ridiculous. They're a puppet of me. Why have I got to ask for stuff? At least I'm making some progress up here. Slowly but surely. Okay, we've broken through one province. Like half of them. We push south. We need to widen this corridor before we push further forward. Before we push further forwards. Well, we are making gains though. We are pushing them back now, which is at least something. Still a bit of reorganising going on over here. Let's stop that attack. Not working. If we can push these guys out, that will do us a world of good. There we are. Nice. Okay, we're a bit stronger now. Still holding 7. I'm going to attack again to prevent them from moving. Right, we have 3 civilian factories. Can we get some infrastructure in this state, perhaps? We've got only five divisions there. I'll go things up here. Much the same. They are at least running a continuous front line now against me. But we can still concentrate against one province at a time. Try and break through there as well. Make a good attack, and that could be killed. We'll help to shorten our front line as well. Oh no! Wait! Hold! Right, that's what we wanted. Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, port defense didn't work, did it? I guess we'll use this army over here to do what we can. Well, look, 15 divisions lightning here. They just seem to have, yeah, they've landed between the ports and just brushed them aside. These guys are in supply, and so are they, because the port defense was not adequate. Right, and deploy motorized. Good. Well, their first task is going to be not to actually help, but to actually fight a stupid naval invasion. I guess be in this army, and then we will get. It's not going to work at all, is it? We're going to need a separate army. We're going to lose another port, aren't we? For 5 minutes. What pain. I'm going to have to pull more troops off, aren't I? Oh boy. I've got 2 generals wounded in a row there. One after the other. Alright, should I go to light tank 3? I guess so. Give me minus 34 steel. Jesus Christ. And oil as well. It requires convoys. Oh god. Jesus. I'm gonna have to pull more troops off, aren't I, to deal with this, especially the Americans down here. Where on earth do I pull them from? One of these central armies will have to go. It'll have to be this guy, I think. Which means what we'll have to do is see, this is now the ridiculous thing. I can't have two front lines overlapping. This just makes this a nightmare. The AI is useless at reorganising a front line without leaving gaping holes in yours. Right, we'll have to delete this. We keep the army on its front line until they can send troops across to reinforce it, and then we'll move them off. Right, take the port back. Need to be cut off, and then they'll be out of supply. It will be a little bit easier. Right, there we are. This is not too much of a concern because they don't hold the port. I don't know. This is really weird. They've done these naval invasions and then just not moved off. They just sat there and sent half their troops home, apparently. It's really strange behaviour. Go on. Deal with them. You need to get back on the port to prevent more naval invasions from happening. Let you to get Hong Kong and then walk back. We might be alright to actually not send troops back now. We've got Vitites coming over, so we should be fine actually. Panic over. Panic over. No, on the front line. Get on the front line, you stupid. Get there. See? It's difficult. Oh, well, we're retreating from here for some reason. Why are we doing that? Very silly. I continue to think there's no point pushing in the north because the terrain is so bad. Fly's still horrific here as well. I still can't build on it. I need to get Bangkok really badly. Do a big push towards there now. They're starting to look weak, but it's another organisation which is weak. And they seem to be able to recover from that really, really well. They just chew my units up very, very quickly. Okay, well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ladaway. There's another native invasion there, isn't there? Oh, wonderful. I guess we'll deal with that next game. Bye-bye.